Alright, let's talk about the range here. The range here is from negative infinity to 0, and then union, and we're on that one number. Do you see how I have that single number in bracket right there? Okay. And number 8. Alright. Are we good on number 8? Alright, let's do number 9 together. So Mason, 20 minutes is longer than what you thought it was, wasn't it? Dylan went by fast?
Yeah, went by fast because I'm writing down all the extra stuff. I came up with shortcuts and stuff.
Well, on your trivia quiz, you can do the shortcuts, okay? That start next Tuesday. Alright. What's our first restriction point? Negative 1. I cannot plug negative 1 in. It would be negative 1, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close dot. Going to the left. Alright, now I'm going to plug negative 1 in for 2x. 2 times negative 1, that gives me negative 2. So I'm going to have negative 1, negative 2. That will be an open dot. My other restriction point, 1, 2, 3, 4. My other one is 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open dot. I'm going to use my slope to connect them. Now I'm going to plug 4 in. Negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. So I'm going to put on before negative 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a weird one. Close dot. I'm going to use my slope. What's my slope? So I'm going to go down 1 over 1. Whew. What's your domain? Yep, all real numbers. Range. What's your range? Negative infinity to, or what goes around negative 8? Union. Negative 2 to, yep, there you go. Yep. Any questions on that one? So we all got our homework. Okay. Alright, we're going to do an easy lesson now. Alright, so let's look at our learning target.
Did you say you checked homework?
Yeah, I was going to take it on truthful basis today. You all got it. Okay, I'm going to give you all a check for homework today. Parker, you got yours? Alright, so we're on page 63. Page 63. Alright. Mason, read our learning target.
I can find compositions of functions by using a graph.
I can find compositions of functions using a graph. What do you think the word composition means? Just guess. I like that. Composed of, made up of, something being substituting something else, the makeup of that function. All right, so we have two functions here. We have f of x is defined for, let's see if we know what this means. This means this function exists from where? 0 to 5. That's what it means. And this g function, this is f function. The f got cut off, so this is f of x. And this is g of x is defined for the domain negative 2 to 4. And we want to find the following values using the graph. And we're just going to do the odd ones right now. So if I look at f of 0, which graph do I know to choose? Do I choose the f graph or g graph? f of 0. 0 is what? 8. Now, you should already know how to do 1 and 3. What's g of negative 2? Would I go to F graph or G graph? G of negative 2, that's your x value. So what's your y value? Now, this is where composition comes up. We're using one function to help evaluate another function. It's the makeup, the structure of it, okay? So on number 5, we have g of 0. So I'm going to go to G graph, find 0. What's my y value? So now I put that right above it. So once I find g of 0s to be 2, now I got to find f of what? 2. What's f of 2? 0. You said, Mr. Does just always cancel out? No, they do not. You're going to do one thing at a time. You're going to work from inside out. Okay? What is g of 2 here? 0. Now we're going to find f of 0, which is 8. That's correct. Number 9. G of negative 2 is? Negative 2. Very good. Now, what is f of negative 2? Does not exist. It's undefined. Because that graph is not defined for negative 2, is it? So you can't find f of negative 2. Does that make sense to you? Because I don't have, it's not defined. It's defined for 0 to 5. So I found g of negative 2 to be negative 2. I do not know f of negative, so you can put does not exist or undefined. Number 11, f of 2. What's f of 2? And now g of 0 is 2. Pretty easy, isn't it? Let's look at number 13. It says, is it possible for f of g of x to equal negative 1?
No. It's not.
Well, let's think about it.
No,
That's going to be your y value, isn't it? So is it capable?
Yeah, there was
Because don't I have a negative 1 right there? That y value? Don't I have a y value of negative 1? Does that make sense? Are you sure? Yeah, okay. So remember it says, is it possible for f of g of x to equal negative 1? Remember, the final answer is a y value for f, isn't it? On this f graph, do I have a y value of negative 1? Yes. Isn't it right there? You said, Mr. Harris, the only way it could be if I had the f of negative 1. G of x, if f of g of x is equal to negative 1. We're still looking at it for just a second. Let's see.
can be a weird number, but it will work.
It'd be like 3.75 or something.
Yeah, something weird like that. Where
It'd be like G of 3.75.
I'm not going to give you anything like that anyway, as long as you know how to do the top right there, because that gets tricky there. How do we feel about the top ones? Y'all feel good on those? Okay, that's how to find composition by graph. Is it possible for f of g of x to equal negative 1? It's just not a pretty number. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Are there any questions on that?
How would we write that down?
We don't have to work. We're just talking about it. All right. Let's move to page 65. Now we're going to do it algebraically. We're only going to do a couple of these and then call it a day. Your homework is just like what you just did, okay? Is everybody good with that? Okay. So let's look at number 2. Okay, we're going to do this one tomorrow. We're going to the second row right here, okay? Second row right here. I have three functions. I have f of x, I have g function, I have an h function. I have f function, g function, h function. I want to find the value. Now the way you say this is f of g of negative 1. You can see it written like that, or you could see it, on the ACT you've seen it like fog or golf and all that. That means the same thing. So you can see it's f of g of negative 1 or f. This is the symbol for composition of functions right there. It is not a degree sign. It's just its own unique little symbol, okay? So when you have that, you work from inside out, whichever's closest. Okay, this is closest to that. You plug that in first, get that, and then plug it into that outside one, okay? So on number 2 here, we want to find g of negative 1. So I go to my g function. G of negative 1, that's 2 times negative 1 minus 1. That gives me negative 3. Is that my answer? No, that's going to help you compose the next function. Now I take negative 3 and I plug into which function? Which function? F of negative 3. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. That is your final answer. Just box in your final answer. Yeah, hog. Okay, 4 is closest to which one? G. So G of 4 equals 2 times 4 minus 1, which is 7. Now I take 7 and plug into which one? H. 7 squared is 49 minus 1 is 48. Okay, let's talk about this one. Negative 3 is closest to which one? Second F, yes. So you plug into F, get that answer, and then plug it back into what? F for a second time. So F of negative 3 equals 4 times negative 3, which is negative 12. F of negative 12 equals 4 times negative 12, which is negative 48. Y'all remember doing these in Algebra 2? And the last one for the day. Let's just do fog right now. F of g of x. X is closest to which one? G. So I'm going to say g of x equals negative 5x plus 6. I take x, I plug it in for x. Does it change that problem? No. It stays the same. I'll take x, I plug it in, it did not change it. So now I'm going to take that and I'm going to come over here and write f of negative 5x plus 6 equals negative 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. Now I'm going to take that and plug it in for which one? Plug it in for x. Ooh, I'm going to run out of room. Alright, let's stop there. We're not going to finish that problem today. Stop there. We're going to pick up on that tomorrow. It's not done because what I'm going to have to do here, guys, foil it. Okay, you're going to do your homework quick. Turn back to page 63 and do the even ones, 2 through 14. Do that now and you'll be done. Yes. No, we're just doing a completion homework this week. Okay, I got you because you had last night and tonight. So you ready to tonight? Got you. Thank you. So quiz on Monday. Remember your quiz tomorrow is on graphing piecewise, A-Rock, and transformations. 10 questions.
Figured out
how did you figure out which
one that I
That would make sense because that 1 over tangent is equal to cotangent. That's right. Now you'll make me make no one use calculator during the trig quiz because I want y'all doing it quickly. Mm-hmm. You talking about October ACT? We're going to practice ACT. Yes, please.